Hi guys, Mmrca 2.0 deal, and at present everybody is talking about F-21, the deal which is offered to us by Lockheed Martin. So guys, in this video I'll present my points and we'll see that where does it stand, whether it is a good deal with the Lockheed Martin and US or it is not a part of a good deal. So guys, Mmrca 2.0, it's on and it's hot, so everybody is waiting, like see what will happen at in the nearby future. So guys, please watch this video till the end and I will put across my points as a perspective of a pilot of Indian Air Force and a part of Defense Forces. So guys, please do like and subscribe, and please do comment in case you think other way from my thought process, and we will try and discuss and see how things goes. So guys, let's understand. See, Mmrca 2.0, earlier people were thinking that this deal is basically to replace aging MiG-21s and MiG-23s, MiG-27s, and uh, Mirage 2000, which is going to be an old aircraft and which will be phased out in a short span of time, and Jaguar. So guys, now understanding the requirements of Indian Air Force, see, America is already having F-22 Raptors. So personally, I would say that it is the most lethal aircraft in the world, fifth gen and all kind of technologies what we can think of at present with stealth included. So America is already having one of the best aircraft in their arsenal. So do you think that any country will give you their best of the best technology? नो राइट। तो दोस्तों यही समझने वाली बात है कि जब कोई कंट्री आपको बोलती है कि दिस इज एन एक्सक्लूसिव ऑफर, तो गाइज हमें एक चीज और समझनी पड़ेगी दैट दिस डील is amongst one of the biggest deal in the military history if I'm talking about military history. So ये देखिए कि जब हम मिलिट्री हिस्ट्री की बात कर रहे हैं, इतनी बड़ी डील है, इसीलिए कंपनीज जो हैं दे आर प्रोएक्टिव इन देयर अप्रोच एंड दे वांट टू ग्रैब दिस डील. ऑलरेडी अगर मैं बात करूं तो F-16 ने लाइक नॉट F-16, आई वुड से लॉकहीड मार्टिन दे हैव प्लेड प्रीटी स्मार्ट. उन्होंने ऑलरेडी इंडिया में जो है अपने प्रोडक्शन हाउसेज जो है कुछ कुछ इंडिया में सेटअप किए हुए हैं, just to show that they want to transfer the full technology and everything. And F-21 has recently got this privilege that F-21 will be exclusively offered to India with full technology transfer. If that aircraft is so good, then why America is transferring full technology to India? So first of all, a suspicious dot from my side. If they are not selling F-22 Raptor to any other country, then with that better features and so much strength in that aircraft, they are trying to sell it to India. Personally speaking, it would be polishing F-16 old version and selling it to India. One more thing to understand is, see, we already have Rafales, we already have setup, and Rafale we have bought with the whole weapon system package. It has already been set up, their manufacturing parts and everything has been set up in India. So we already have an infrastructure. So we have spent so much amount, which was the part of the deal in setting up of this infrastructures and weapon package and all the system parts, repairing, ground equipment, training. So guys, a lot of money is spent in all these things. People don't understand, they just think it's just part of the deal, but with that deal there come so many things. Once we are talking about a package, in that package there are so many things included, and with the Rafale things have been pretty good. So technology transfer is also a part of it, and till now the things are going pretty good. See, we need to see that Pakistan has already been using F-16s for some decades, so they are pretty well conversant with that aircraft. They know the characteristics of that aircraft, they have pushed that aircraft to its limits. But for us to do the same, it will take us time, because ultimately seeing F-21, the basic platform is of F-16. So in that way, they have an edge over us, and we need to spend more time to get to that level. Point and issues with US is we need a nuclear platform. F-21, as we know, like people say that it is nuclear capable aircraft. Definitely it's a nuclear capable aircraft, but we need to understand that America's policies, they are very fluid and they changes very rapidly. In case they want that other country to have it for the time being, other country can have it. In case they don't want to have it, they have got the kill switch, which will help them to stop any country using that particular aircraft. Or maybe they can use the aircraft, but they will not be able to use the features of a nuclear carrier for which we are looking at an aircraft. So guys, they have their policies changing very every now and then, and depending on their president or their foreign policies, their defense industry, everything. We don't have that kind of defense industry. They have a lot of say of their defense industry into their actual defense part, because they have civil players, or I would say the civil companies, playing an important part in their defense matrix. Now America will give it to us, but how much are we sure that we are going to use it, or they will let us use it the time when we do require it? Beside that, it's been showcased that it has got two kind of refueling. So guys, we need to understand, we don't want an aircraft to have two kinds of refueling. We One kind of refueling is good enough, because we practice for that, and the pilots who are practicing for that, they are over a period of time they get conversant, they are happy to have it. We don't have that kind of refuelers also for which we are going to use it. So it is a showcasing, it is just polishing a thing and putting in front of the whole world, and people do think that okay, this is something new. Why do I need to put on more weight on a fighter aircraft? Rather than that, I would put more weight in terms of radars, in terms of armament. Next thing is, it's talking about a triple launcher. So guys, it's triple launcher is nothing but it's a pod which can carry 2 or 3 missiles. If I would say that same kind of thing is carried on Su-30 MKI also. But if I'm talking about air-to-air missiles and air-to-ground missiles, there might be a little bit of difference. But it's not like it has got a triple launcher and all of a sudden you can see 3 missiles firing. So something which I'm talking about, a ripple fire, wherein an aircraft can launch multiple missiles on a single target. Because of better radar, definitely we are talking about SR radar, which is there in F-21. Earlier they had PESA radar, which is passive electronically scanned array radar, and SR radar has got a better range. We are talking about our LCA Tejas Mark 1 Alpha and Tejas Mark 2 and MCA program, wherein we will also have SR radar, and we are spending too much of money, I would say, on R&D, and that is a good thing, which will help us to develop our own SR radar in terms of its capability, in terms of its range, in terms of its tracking. So guys, it that other radar can also track multiple number of targets and engage them simultaneously. Everything has got a threat library. We are talking about fly-by-wire system. So, the system which is more faster can analyze the threat more easily and can be a better opponent, or I would say it will be at an upper edge over the enemy. Now they are saying F-21 has got the part of F-35. Already we have heard that F-35s are running on part shortage. So why do we want that? Already Lockheed Martin has stopped almost the manufacturing of F-16s in their country, and they have shifted their production lines because they want to shift their production to F-35 lines everywhere. So that's why they have shifted their production lines to India, stating that we already have so and so thing in India and we might fall into their trap. Earlier also they tried to sell us in 2019, but we did say no to that, because US President Joe Biden has come into play, and he has also been telling that F-21 is such a great aircraft, and it will be a great deal for great deal with India, and further it will open ways for F-35. So guys, why would we like to go for F-35 when we can have our own aircraft in terms of Mark 1 Alpha, Tejas Mark 2 and AMCA program, which will give us the best of the best aircraft in the world. And as I already told you, if we want to have the best, we need to develop the best, and for that we need to spend money on R&D and so many things, for which we need to have a budget. Because if we are going to spend it on F-21, the further infrastructure, the further requirements for the training, ground equipment, and so many processes, we are going to spend a lot of money, and we are going to pull back on our AMCA program. So we don't want that. We need to understand that. Now it's talking about fuel efficiency and more weapon carrying capacity. So guys, for that we have Rafale. Rafale is a good deal. It can carry quite good number of weapons. Good number of hard points are there, and it can carry the weapons what we do require in a normal circumstances. Plus, as we know that 36 Rafales are already in pipeline. We have received almost 11 of them. Right now, once we are talking about this thing, this gap, so for that Tejas Mark 1 Alpha will be rolling out very soon, and once this aircraft is integrated with our part, so we need to look at the aircraft which will be into service with other forces also, who are selling it to us. See, I'm talking about Rafale because Rafale is gonna be in the service with French also for next 20-25 years. So we want to spend on the aircraft which is basically a twin engine aircraft, better aircraft which is a fourth and fifth generation aircraft, fourth to fifth generation, having better stealth capabilities. And in terms of talking about better EW suit, talking about better engine, better capabilities, fighting tactics, omni role. So definitely I would give my vote to Rafale rather than F-21, which is almost 35-45 years old aircraft. So an old aircraft polished and sent as F-21. So if I would say that we have MiG-21 Bisons, but the basic platform is MiG-21 only. So F-21 is also on the base remains F-16, and it's a polished version which has come up as F-21 with some of definitely the advancements in terms of avionics and in terms of armament. But I don't think so spending so much money on that contract will help us. Rather than we can spend much more amount on our own R&D and our own development, which will help us to get our aircraft, our developed aircraft in a very short span of time. One more thing is, we are talking about, in other countries collaboration and everything, we are talking about so many things. We are talking about infrastructure, we are talking about money, we are talking about training, we are talking about ground equipment, and we are talking about the foreign exchange rates, the money we have to spend for import and export, that is not taken into account, and the taxes. So guys, understanding the basic requirement and understanding the basic knowledge of all these things will help us understand that why F-21 will not be a good deal competitive to Rafale, where we already have an infrastructure and already we have trained pilots, ground equipment and staff, so which help us to train our own people in our own ways. And now we have been using this aircraft, so we are already conversant with the aircrafts, and it has already been giving us an edge in the current scenario and situation what we are facing with China. So guys, personally my opinion, Rafale is a better deal, and F-21, if I would have been in those shoes, I would not have gone for F-21, because already we have engines, and rather than Safran is already there to help us out in developing our own engine. And once we get that tech, so guys, we don't need anybody's support. We can be there and we will come with the best aircraft, and the whole world will be shocked what we can do with the technology and the time we have spent on all these things to get the best in the world. So guys, stay tuned. That's it from my side, and wait for some more interesting facts which I'll come with and share it with you. So guys, till then, take care, bye bye, and Jai Hind.